Today we're going to take one of the world's most popular power cats for a spin, the Aquila 44, to discover the reasons why power cats are becoming such a popular choice, an alternative to motor yachting and sailing yachting. In the last decade, there has arguably not been a segment of the marine industry that has undergone more development than the power catamaran. There have been many sailing cat manufacturers release power cats, and then there's been the emergence of the segment leaders Aquila, whose sole focus is power catamarans. In fact, this boat is hull number 102, which is a great testament to this design. But like sailing catamarans that went through this development a decade or so earlier, buyers are now discovering the benefits a power catamaran platform can offer as a viable cruising boat as the designs improve. In the 20 years that I've been involved selling catamarans, I've seen hundreds of customers transition from both motor and sailing yachts into catamarans. And as we say, once you go to a cat, you never go back. And here are 5 reasons why. The rectangular geometry of a catamaran just allows better utilisation of space, providing at least 1/3 more floor space compared to monohull alternatives. And you could be mistaken for thinking you're on board a 50 or 60 foot motor yacht. But no, this 44-footer packs in an incredible mix of accommodation with an enormous master suite, with a cabin from beam to beam, including bathroom, office and generous wardrobes, plus 2 additional queen cabins with their own individual en-suites. The saloon offers a spacious dining room surrounded by large windows, with entertainment system, pop-up TV and ducted air conditioning throughout. The adjacent galley has a large opening window supported by gas struts that brings the inside out, with a cocktail bar and enormous U-shaped cocktail lounge, with built-in cooler that can convert to a daybed. But it has to be the helm and flybridge that steals the show. You gain this fabulous lounge and wet bar and ice maker, ideal for sundowners. While the helm on the Aquila is uniquely surrounded by a lounge, so crew naturally gravitate here underway, keeping the skipper in good company. From the helm, you've got this amazing staircase forward, so you can easily access the forward deck to gain access into your anchor locker, fender lockers, and anything else forward on the front deck. The stability provided thanks to twin hulls provides unsurpassed comfort at sea and at anchor, without the need for stabilisers. You just don't rock around when the boats go past or conditions are choppy. And you can't underestimate how much more relaxed life on board can be, particularly for those from suffer a little seasickness. However, not all power catamarans are born equal, with many created from repurposed sailing catamaran hulls that have been extended and modified to handle the large engines powering them. And while these are efficient in flat water, they simply don't have the payload or seakeeping ability that a purpose-built planing cat hull can provide, which is what makes the difference on an Aquila. When Lex Rask conceptualised and set down the DNA for Aquila, he knew from over 35 years in the industry the benefits that a catamaran offered, having helped develop other major catamaran brands in the past. However, when it came to developing a power catamaran, he also knew the limitations that a sailing cat hull has, as a displacement design meant to slice through the water powered by just the forces of the wind is instead pushed by powerful motors. These are 2 very different design propositions. The planing-shaped hull with chines is designed to ride up on top of the sea rather than slice through it, meaning at high speeds it is less likely to hobby horse and bounce around. The bulbous bow design provides buoyancy and efficiency, extending the waterline length and offering more economy and a wave-piercing performance. So Andrew, you've done plenty of miles on the Aquila 44 offshore, up and down the east coast of Australia. I mean, how is a power cat offshore such as the Aquila?
Well, it's terrific. It's very, very comfortable. You can choose your speed. You can go cruising speed at 8 knots, do 1,000 nautical miles very comfortably in good conditions, or even in harsh conditions. You can get it down and the boat will perform beautifully. At the lower speeds, it's fantastic to have the bulbous bows because it really does give you buoyancy forward, and you've got the wave breaker up the front there as well. Not necessarily at lower speeds, but once you start to get the higher speeds and the choppy water, the wave breaker comes in quite early and softens the blow at the front of the boat. And it does create sort of two air cushions. Once the water's on the wave breaker, the air cushions are in play, softens the blow on the front of the boat. And you don't get that dreadful bashing that you get on sort of harsh fronted boats without the wave breaker. As far as performance in really rough seas, I've had the unfortunate experience of going out in an east coast low, or the remains of it, 3 metres plus a very ugly top, and but the boat performed beautifully. And we did go through the night on that particular trip. Very harsh, squally rain, visibility was low, but you felt so comfortable and warm and protected up here. It was fantastic. Other thing too is it's great to have the power. You know, this boat's got 320 horsepower Volvo engines, and they're working easy, not small engines working hard. We've got quite large engines working easy. Fuel consumption, the economy is very good. You can be doing 18 knots at about 80 litres per hour, and you get a lot up the coast pretty quickly at 18 knots, you know, which is fantastic. We can do Annandale to Port Stephens in 6 hours, port to port, you know, it's fantastic. And in going over 3 days without any night driving, we can be in Gold Coast in 3 easy days, fueling at Coffs Harbour on the way.
Distributing the weight of a boat over 2 hulls provides more economic operation, with around 1/3 better fuel economy of comparable motor yachts. This Aquila 44 is powered by twin 320 horsepower Volvo D4 motors with V drives and has a top speed of around 22 knots, but has a comfortable cruising speed of about 18 knots. And in long range cruise mode, you can achieve approximately 1,000 nautical mile range with the long range fuel tanks. But a new exciting development in partnership between Aquila and America's Cup designer Gino Morelli, hydrofoil technology is now an option, with a foil connecting between the hulls, providing a further 30% gain of fuel economy on the plane or 25% speed gain with the same motors. I find that though many people who think they want a sailing cat can't actually walk away from the creature comforts and accessories, which can weigh a boat down and ultimately impacts how much time you'll actually sail. A purpose-built power cat provides all of the space and stability gains of a catamaran platform, but isn't as sensitive to weight, so you can add many more creature comforts and accessories. For example, this boat has a 10 kVA generator for the air conditioning, can also power induction stove tops and convection microwaves, plus water makers, dive compressors and other heavy duty accessories. The twin screws are set some 5 metres apart, allowing supreme control of the boat without the need of a bow thruster. So I'm here with Andrew McLeod, our product manager for Aquila for Australia and New Zealand. He's going to take us through manoeuvring and parking a boat into a marina pen. Andrew, why don't you take us through how this all works?
My policy is always slow is pro, so always come into the marina berth fairly slow. So I'm just going forward here with a little bit of forward momentum. I'm putting the port engine into reverse, as you can hear, and the boat turns on its axis. I've got a little bit on the starboard engine now, just to give us that a bit more forward momentum rather. And I've also got a policy of where I tend to bring the stern into the breeze. We've got a sou'wester blowing today, so the stern's coming right round into the breeze. And the beauty of this boat is I can now turn to the stern myself and I can see straight down to the staircase. So I can see I'm going to dock the boat with the swim platform. I can see right to the water's line here. Just a little bit of manoeuvring with the gears, no rudder at all. And it is the beauty of this boat. I've driven a lot of boats in my time, and it's probably the easiest boat I've ever driven.
So if you'd like to consider a power cat and would like an information pack, click here. If you'd like to see more videos on power cats, click here. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos.